Moez Chakchouk, thanks for joining us today. Could you just tell us about how the idea for today's Hack for Freedom event started, and what the role that you sort of see this event in playing this Freedom Online conference more broadly?
It is not just an event. For me, it's starting of what we said, that we have opened the door of ITI. That means that today we're launching a laboratory, an open innovation laboratory, by opening the door to the hackers and to the community to work with us. So it is part of our strategy and our reform for ITI, because you know very well the history and what is the old ITI. And today we are continuing to our effort, and we are joining the efforts of the community to make this happen. And it is very important for us today.
And what kind of reactions have you seen from Tunisians you talked to who have were persecuted under the previous regime?
Yeah.
This building was really the house of sort of the headquarters of their enemy. What have you seen? What kind of reactions have you seen today?
This is a building that has been labeled for a long time as a 404 house, and a building that was linked with the regime, with the presidential palace. Today, while opening the door of this building, that means that we are open to the society, and we are open to any critics. And also we are here to work together. And for us, we know that we moved the ITI from a censorship machine to a really proactive company that works with the community, and we are giving examples to the others to work with us. And really, I think that's really good opportunity to preserve a multi-stakeholder approach, because here we can find private and government, and also civil society now joining. So it is very important for the governments of the internet to learn from these experiences. And the 404 Lab is something that we really believe in, and we think that innovation could really develop the economy of Tunisia for the future.
Great. Let's can you talk about just Tunisia's role sort of in this concept of internet freedom? It's a big idea, it's a broad concept, it can mean a lot of different things. Where do you see it? Tunisia as a regional leader, as a world leader. Given your unique experience, what kind of example are you trying to set?
The example is we had a long history with censorship. We know very well what is censorship. We know what is the risks when you censor the internet. How you are not solving a lot of problems with the bad contents and good contents. We cannot really erase this by censorship. What we need today is just to show to the others how the examples of the study case of ITI and Tunisia could be really rewarding, and we can really move forward to develop the internet. We cannot develop internet by keeping the barriers between civil society and the government. We cannot really avoiding for example, guaranteeing security of our websites by putting hackers in jail. This is something that is really awful, and we need to work together to establish better relations with the hackers and with the community. With them, we can really work, and we can really be a rewarding process to make things happen. And the innovation is that we cannot innovate by closing our doors. We need to innovate by opening our doors, and people can come to our laboratory and work together to make the innovation happen.
So I guess just leading off of that, my last question. So hackers in Tunisia, the hacking community here, how do you see them contributing going forward? What is their role to play as you see ATI develop over the next however 5, 10 longer than that years? What is the role of the Tunisian hacker in the new Tunisian society?
Of course, it's a process. We cannot run to say that the hackers are ready to work with the ITI and the 404 Lab. We're starting the process. By this event, we're starting the process to make things different. We believe that the hackers need to be educated. We need that the hackers are really potential developers, with high skills in IT and in internet development. So they can really be proactive, and they can really join our efforts to make the internet better. And what we need is just to educate them. We need to involve them, not just close the door on their faces and put them in jails, or just make the cases around them. And that would be really awful. And we have to know that today, if you are committed to the human rights, that means that you need to consider that for hackers, their freedom of expression is through hacking. So they need to consider we need to consider that the hackers are welcomed, and we need to work with them and not just putting them in jails.
Great.